Beating the heads of those who were dead and just fine once misled the bridges under erosion. New journey will begin for those who rose and greater than unknown ever known. Yeah, the joy for the quiet setting for the still but stand behind it for beginnings and the new journeys of the chapter unfolding over your quiet threading of a word of it into your life. Breath for breath for this until the returning of me for the beginning and again for another bridge. I'm waiting for this to stop to wait for the forward over no more for the wish me. You would not need to wish this is not through. See through me for the never looked away for the you could breathe freely for the never the aim for the drift into the bush. This fine hush, this candle smoke, the gross, that's chapel bones. Or the still. The care package of the hopes of the space, spark change, digging for your diamonds and ancestral change. This water for gardens for the generation to leave it the blueprint for the sustain. Sanctuary for where the open road is, not reaching for the zipper for just something planned, not to be pissed for the dedication of what you find the spark of the change of this, for the epilogue and the benediction will be dismissed. And the road of broken wings and things, and this the world of broken, happily yes, but the fallen, the broken knees. And ever you're fueled in what you find. Open roads, and this is not a dedication to the beginning of your wounds of witnessing what you had to map to become. And it was the eternity for the healing of the wholeness, and it didn't announce itself for the property for the simply get settled with it. You can find the metal with the crack of the berry for the shadows, the ash, just the heart, the rest of the chains of the storm that forgot that where it crashed. And the circus of the foe was hard for the clamming it couldn't see, but it was the young of the rocking horses that the father gestures in dreams. And the folding of the robe for the never the butt for the effigy for the twigs of the disappearing bones that whisper behind the mask leads the circles of the euphoria's heart for the where the drums the stretched skin the beating it with the phantom hands of the memories again. She'll galvanize those dirty fairies of the beyond the thorns and once dancing them to the scrolling of done with the mouth that hung for the stage of that man. Crows ever picked the skull for the beast of the invisible, the ringmaster as well for the sitting of the Greek industries. Laughs, glow, so bark bits to withstand for the winds and those who tried to burn the spirit out. Ode to those broken rules of find the gravity sent towards the broken with the words that I spoke. Not a tale for to be told lightly, for the pain for you nightly, and I've seen those eyes before in glass. Mirrors that don't forget the past and it make you crack the in the light for the softly healing of this insight. And through the shadows of your soul, the minds meet for the track. Tell me again, the lights cast shadow. Disposing of the darkness and the sacrifice of your scapegoat for the brothers and hardness and this is all the light. Throwing us to just carcass of the emery. Head is definitely the controller will be beating the hardest of this. Everyone feels better for this shit to get the blame for the Messiah crucified for this right to be buried. Shame for the morbid video game. Outcast of the misfit for the receding in the light of grace. Society to come over the light to hear the dim. Smoking the members of everything for the power of this persuasion for your life and to glorify the winter divine. Separate preservation for the season right. Pursue the delight, vanity over the journey and the life and the chance to reflect Christ to become the sacrifice in your terms and conditioning for the respiration of thought and emotions and the resembling of your consciousness and this be the participant gears and dreams you drive slide forward and the intent for the clicking sides of the often softened negative. Tell me again, the lights cast shadow. Disposing of the darkness and the sacrifice of your scapegoat for the brothers and hardness and this is all the light. Throwing us to just carcass of the emery. Head is definitely the controller will be beating the hardest of this. Everyone feels better for this shit to get the blame for the Messiah crucified for this right to be buried. Shame for the morbid video game. Outcast of the misfit for the receding in the light of grace. Society to come over with the light to hear the dim. Smoking the members of everything for the power of this persuasion for your light and to glorify the winter divine. Self-preservation for the scene right. Pursue the delight, vanity over the journey and the life of the chance to reflect
Christ to become the sacrifice in your heart. Terms and conditioning for the respiration of thought and emotions and the resettling of your consciousness and this be the participant. Gears and dreams. Dewdrops slide forward and the intake for the clicking. Sides of the often salted mechanism for your receipt. Silent, flavor grew quiet. And every move's an ingredient measured with the why. Scribbles of the unknown for the info. Integration for the unknown. Identify for the constant, what you wanted to be. Pain has left me with scars with a discrepant figure. I found it wet and meant to be proudly for the never not beautiful. Her ghosts not to talk, drifts, twists, wedge, this wreckage in the name of this woman who was late under him for this scene leads in room of the light. He isn't with me anymore. Handed bread and over the hell. Calls to the love for this, there's here for this, not the story for the fingers who can't touch the resisting of the cover that she said. Turn towards him for the attention, you can have the check steady. Places taken for your inhaling. It was someone who's been found in smaller moments in your sipping when you experience past the glass, this thing of the page through their own loss. And the man I love it already deep for the appreciating of the private for the under that ordinary for the twice a year for the bad weather for this. Today is only me too. When the wind cheap. When it's still the choosing. Envy. God it is for the almost every man with the rules in the night, the brightness and the fix of the star for the sea that steer. Bottom of the gas to be it's still on the way to swallow when the cat finishes sentence with the jealousy for the knowledge of what you require for the conversation. You have to follow the pencil for the price and the advancing for the words and the water for the no stranger and for the heaven between us and the bars. And now the reason for you and someone else in it for the ghost of the unstable. Any table for the talk around and on the outline with the other. Great for the teacher to centerness and to keep yourself devoted in the house. What is plain most by to speak, someone to speak through. This is the aching of the outlet of the argument with the rhythm carriage and even the ear. Instead of that setting with good light, with hands were rest, practicing and forgetting the grace. Private life, the finishing was left for the dumb, the better for the after them. It's not disturbing for the lack of ghost of this, so want to get back with the big longest in the doors, smack with one side, since it's small of a cell, better for the high permission for the good life for the streets, proceed to that for the expecting of the kind of lead. And he ever gets marked back to the love, wet, green, fading in the wood. Trace of the heat for this sense with the pores, this emptiness in the birth, and something was resting. This masculinity of the back, or the expression shown, this ocean water, fresh water. It was the ocean first. Why I love you? Imagine I could have the been through trying to find the truth. Millions of suffer pain for the father of but that ever been but the sacrificial lamb. You can have the perfect for the grim and crust. This being paid for the action. But half the noise is defeated. Remember the silence is cleaning for your under again. Wanna be here anymore for the one of them. Not to see the million words that I've seen broken is trying to as I am. And we're together. But we can't see anything right for the individual to know to find 100 thoughts. So this is what I thought for the trust of the part of the children. You must turn around and listen to the board. It didn't know myself and listen to me. The waiting for too long to open my eyes and started up to failure. And I'll be blind for the passion that dies and it's way stuck with the wait for the clear to kick me out of the million of the sacrificing the land. Protecting the project for the perfect for the continue making the person of it's for the front of the board. Object, no matter of fact, for the feet, for the cognitive, for the dog, for the seat, for the sentence of the fire, for the deep, brain dead that you'll be gone. Empathy for the fatigue and the kindness and not so kind. Force the crop and choppy waters into the shores of the strange and the stagnant cold for the rhythmic drums start to play. And the rain can't stop me, with the rain hinder me for the taking of my fire, for the lifting it higher, for the performing of the ancient ones, and you can stop me, the coming, you're done for the alive, for the bleeding anxiety, for the pride, for the hell of the ride, for you can have it, for the taking the fire, for the lighting of the desire. And they'll show you that to become the one, and I guess it's you.
Created ground and walk on the ground. Earth crumbling under the feet for the smell of the fire pierced the nostrils. Ruined church, sprayed names. The raven sits on the cross for me, watching me with attention and eye for this intonations of the hope that don't see the wake of the death of the rest of the year. For the better, with this mother into the nice of the church, the forgiveness and the coming of the brave and the first. Such a desert place. It's calling now, never deep down, waiting for your instinct and for the
the life that they actually think you have to turn to for the patterns of recognition for your possibilities in the proper. The purposely looted for your sensibilities, know what is impressive enough of the red. Despite all your vulnerabilities and the truly deep in the meaning. The source of your streaming in the public without streams. To be hypnotized. In the mind that we are daydreaming for the masquerade. Mesmerized by the condition of the comedian of what you find to compare for the meaning of the there's a likeness to be behind you for the Christ of them again the priceless and this is all.
Beating the heads of those who were dead just fine once. Misled the bridges under erosion. New journey will begin for those who rose and greater than none ever known. The joy of the quiet setting for the still, but stand behind it for beginners and the new journeys of the chapter unfolding over your quiet threading of the world of rhythm into your life. Breath for breath, listen to the returning of me for the beginning and again for the never reaching. Wait for this top to wait for the no more for purpose me. You would not need to wish this is not see through me for the never looking away for the you can breathe freely for the never the ink for the trip into the bush. This find a hush, this candle smoke that walls, that's travel bones. But still. Care package of the hopes of this spark change, digging through your diamonds and real change. This world, regardless for the generation to leave it the blueprint for the sustained sanctuary. For where the open road is, not reaching for the zipper for just something planned, not to be pissed for the dedication of what you find the spark of the change of this, for the epilogue of the benediction will be dismissed. The world of broken wings and things, this the world of broken. Happily accept the fall of the broken knees. For this what you find. So this is dedication to the beginning to witness. It was the eternity for the healing of the wholeness. It didn't announce itself with the property for the sympathy settled. You can find the metal in the crack of the berry for the shadows of ash. This the heart, the rest of the chains of the storms that forgot that where it crashed. At the surface of the focus heart, the claim that you couldn't receive. It was the young of the rocking forces, the father gestures and dreams. The folding of the roll for the never the butt, the effigy of the twist, the discipline, bones of whisper behind the mask of these, the circus of the forward's heart, the word of drums, the stress skin, the beating of breath on the hands, the disappearance again. Shall galvanize those dirty fairies that the beyond the thorns that once dancing into the scrolling of the mouth of this home for the station that man crows ever pick the skull from the beast of the invisible master as well for the city and the creek of the streets. Last club, so architects to withstand the winds of those who tried to burn the spirit out. Ode to those broken, woes divine of gravity, six words to broken with the words that I've spoken. Now the tales that be told lightly from the pain for you nightly, and I've seen those eyes before in glass. So don't forget the past that make you crack the let and the light for the softly healing of roses in sight. Through the shadows of your soul, the minds meet for the tracking along the steady beat for the every fracture, every fear maps through its path. This brought us here with the made the whispers of your wounds find peace. All the aching slowly cease. Every broken tenor part lives in the good courage for your steady path. Who pretends he doesn't know? Still for the hunger. With the ash and the barefoot blind for the scare for the heat. But you're hungry for the fire. It was forged in it for the taunting of your son of some wonder for the done not the sky for the with the hands murked the constellation for the breath and word. You wrote the direction for the lines of the palms and the waited for wings and waited for the reading of the acts of the blind for never to find the what's in their lives and the plain like the taste of the beast. Curve my name. Don't know for this and not the mirage. This the right here, the soul and seed, the rich enough to grow forever for the world. But it ain't no distance from the chasing of your detachment. Tried to outpace what's really planted, like me for the maybe for the wrong, not for the have to reflect this without a mirror for the holding your hand, with the holding back, for the reflection, hollow for the confidence in the birth body, for the freaking now watching the crack in the moonlight, didn't confession for the don't want to touch that, but touch back, the one that feels too much of the sick of the sick of the dear, that they might not love, or they never know to him, for the this to be the armor for the beneath the glove, for the to rather lose me to the control. And I know true meaning to chasing out the rival for the let him wander for through the could be the being the fine sit for the counter for this to be the center for what always been. But you would miss that for the splinter for being within your skin. I am. Who are you? Do you know who I am? Within who are you? Well, you are who I am, but then who are me? Who am I supposed to be without your divinity, or for the definitive of the infinite matters that you can know? To talk about the matters as much as it matters, and never to find it unseen, more the unknown, or the unfound, or the unshown. It would be with your minds blown. Agreed.